Bueno, vamos, vamos, que este público está bueno, aquí hay buenas energías. A ver.
I was thinking about you all before this semester began. I brought you with me to the hometown of Garcia Marquez, which is just beyond this swamp and these banana groves. He was born in Aracataca, and this town is the inspiration for his Macondo in 100 Years of Solitude. It's a small town, maybe 3,000 people. That's our guide, Memo, in the red shirt, who drove the 5 hours into the swamps to get us to Marquez's hometown. We've talked about how isolated Macondo is in the novel. It's cut off from the world. Well, the train is going to bring the world, especially the United States, into Macondo. It didn't bring much with it, but it took out of Colombia a fruit they had never heard of before, a banana. That train will leave Macondo devastated. Yep, they've got vape pens in Colombia. I think that's a vape pen, though it might be a really well-rolled joint. I'm not sure. Coming to this town was a pilgrimage of sorts, like Catholics who travel thousands of miles to visit the town of a saint. The name of the town is Aracataca, but as time has passed since the days when 100 Years of Solitude was published, the real town has become the imaginary one. For some locals, it's Macondo. Yellow flowers are all over the place. Remember when Jose Arcadio Buendia dies? Oh, and by the way, this is Remedios the Beauty. Now, you've already met her, but she's going to do some crazy poop in the upcoming pages. You can say that, well, her beauty can kill. This is the school where Marquez attended as a child. They have a whole bunch of photos of the writer as a child and growing up. Then we visited Marquez's home, which is now a museum, and he got a lot of his ideas that are in the book. That's Ursula, by the way. I can't quite express what it's like to be on the soil of your hero. I can't even express what a hero is, really. I just know that he's mine. I felt like I was standing on literary holy ground. I was thinking of Marquez as a little boy walking from one room to the next, stumbling into his grandparents' room, who became characters in the novel. His grandfather was a colonel. Oh, that's Marquez was born in that room. That was his crib. All around me were images from the book, the very things that inspired Marquez to write it. Oh, these are the chamber pots, by the way. They're little portable toilets. They'll show up in the second half of the book. And this room is the workshop that inspired the scenes of Colonel Aureliano Buendia making his little fish out of gold. They've got quotes from the book all over, such as this one, when the town forgets the names of things. Banana, you've got to peel it before you eat it. This little book is 1001 Nights, which is filled with magical stories. Marquez read this copy as a child over and over. This is the Caribbean, a tropical territory, and the backyard was a mini jungle where the writer, as a boy, played. But he was a shy kid and spent most of his time out here reading under the shade of these crazy trees. And this tree, yes, it's the chestnut tree where they had to tie Jose Arcadio Buendia. This is a wall where tourists can sign their names. You can't see it in these photos because I didn't want it. But after I signed the wall, I had to walk away and find a little place of solitude to shed a wee tear. It was only a few hours, but in those moments I felt the entire journey of my life as though it were happening in the same moment. And it was.